Hello all, welcome back to the Post-Match Point with Keane and Paddy, where we talk football and beer for you to hear. This week's guest, Blake Williams.
Hello.
How is it, Blake?
It's good. Thank you. Thank you for having me, boys. I've been wanting to come on here for a while. Schedules just didn't line up, but it's all come together today, hasn't it? So
we've got you in, yeah.
We know there's a long list of people wanting to get on the pod,
and
we'll get you on. Don't you worry.
Got a beer for us?
I do have a beer for you. Yes, it is a Polish beer today. A Polish Pilsner,
Okay.
if you will. It is called
Good luck.
Namiswal.
Belongs to the open-minded.
Yeah.
Wow.
5.8%.
Yeah. It's produced in Poland only. And then ASMR.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not bad.
It's okay. It's okay. Right, we'll come on to the beer. Generally, I think we're going to be chatting about games gone, games coming up. Probably mainly focusing on England and the poor state that's in a minute.
As we explain, just in case people are listening at a different point, we are currently just after Matchday 2 and Group A has finished their game. So we know Scotland are out. Germany top the group.
We could have come with some good predictions then if we told them.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you want to talk about that first and then go on to Matchday 2? Or
Yeah.
we haven't talked about Matchday 1 yet either, have we? Just
Not really.
If you only had done one.
So let's go into it.
Let's go England. Right.
So Matchday 1. England
Right. England. Okay.
1-0. England versus
Serbia.
First 15 minutes were half decent. Rest of the game was dreadful.
Boring.
England were poor.
What did you think of the lineup?
Boring. Well,
Was it?
now that I know what I know, at the time, I was kind of like, I expected it. Wasn't a massive fan. Didn't think Trent would do much in the midfield. Now I know what I know. 2 games in, it's dreadful. I think.
But my problem I have with that is, if he'd have played Rice and Manu or Rice and Gallagher, you'd have known it either way. So you are Southgate to pick a less boring side, and he's picked Trent. He's probably one of the least boring players you could pick in midfield, and you still know him.
He's got Foden, Bellingham, Trent, all in there.
So then if you watch every episode we've ever recorded about England,
Don't worry.
Southgate's too defensive, he picks 2 DMs, and now you're moaning that he hasn't picked 2 DMs.
But he still kind of did, because Trent had to sit. He was told to sit that deep role, you could tell. Him and Rice were sat in front of the back 4 for both of the games.
But that's because Trippier cuts in all the time from left back. Did he even start the first game? Or was that
Yeah. Start both. It was an unchanged side, both games.
Yeah, so he cuts in all the time, so they always have to drop in because he's not left-footed.
That is an issue that
He never passes off his left foot, so he's always coming in, and then there's nowhere. People have then got a cover, so it means that those 2 sit in.
The problem is, as well, playing Foden on the left, he's not an out-and-out winger that will run in behind and shut that window. Just see those.
I think honestly that kind of not talking about England. Talking about England over the 2 games, I think looking at the second game is when there was more of an issue. And the issue was effectively in midfield, and it's going to sound bizarre to start with, but you had Foden coming into the midfield to get the ball, Kane dropping deep to get the ball. All of a sudden you've got...
He didn't drop deep, did he?
Yes, he did.
In the first game, he didn't. I didn't watch much.
First game he didn't as much. I think the second game he was camping our half.
Yeah.
The second goal, their goal, he received the ball from throw-in at left back. That's your number 9.
And then he lost the ball.
And they scored. So that was the trouble, is that there was 3 positions in the midfield being filled by 5 players. And Foden looked probably one of the better players on the pitch on the second game, and that was because he was receiving the ball in the middle and able to run forward, which was good, but he's your left winger, so then you've got no output there whatsoever.
Yeah.
So continuing with Foden on the left, and I think I think you should play Foden in the 10, and then I don't know whether that's, or rather, you need a left winger. So either that means you put Foden in the 10 and drop Rice back to the 8, or you don't pick Foden. Bellingham, sorry. or you don't pick Foden at all, and then you put Bellingham at 10. No,
Foden's
I would still stand by the starting lineup I said before the tournament. Put Foden at 10, put Dortmund on the left, Bellingham plays the 8.
Yeah.
You can't not play Foden and Bellingham. You have to play them both.
No, I back that. And from the second game, I think that's the way forward.
Yeah. And the issue's magnified because of Trippier at left back. Trippier and Foden, neither of them were running behind.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And
Put a ball in.
I know I'm on about it all the time, but I think rightfully so. Kane dropping deep doesn't help anything when you've not got two wingers. Because if Kane drops deep, your two wingers can go and fill that middle space.
Yeah.
But when Foden's also coming into the midfield, you've got Saka who's on
Saka
the right
does it.
side. He does it.
Or he did for
But when you've only got the one, and if you, this is a real out there shout now, it does kind of make sense. But if you want Kane to drop deep in order to supply someone, play a bit of a sort of 4-4-2 kind of thing. But then again, you're losing Foden or Bellingham probably.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to, no one really in club football or international plays two strikers.
No.
If you really wanted to, you could play Kane and Watkins together,
I wouldn't mind that at all.
and then you could put Foden on the left hand side, Saka on the right, and then
Looking at what Watkins did when he came on, that was something changed. He ran in behind.
He was running behind.
He made
Yeah.
the defenders.
I think they would complement each other well, but just no one does it anymore, do they? No one plays two
Their
strikers.
centre half were laughing because they were just Kane was ahead of them all the time. He didn't ever challenge them. They didn't have to do anything almost all game, other than when because we only scored because Denmark messed up.
Yeah.
We didn't threaten at all. I don't remember a shot on target other than the goal.
Positive. I think Gay's been good both games,
Yes.
which is a bonus because we were.
He's not looked out of place at all.
We were worried about. Maguire.
He's been our best player.
Probably has.
hasn't he?
At least we're looking okay defensively, and that is probably coming into the tournament.
We are, but it's
Exactly.
Like,
But coming into the tournament, that was the major worry. People weren't really worried about the attack, but
England could still go out there, couldn't they? I mean, they probably won't.
Probably won't,
They're
but
very
they're
much
very
chance it.
But I mean,
Even worst case scenario, you should think you get at least a draw.
yeah.
I hope so.
Is it Slovenia or Slovakia?
Slovenia.
Yeah.
What's coming out now in relation to tomorrow's game against Slovenia is that Gallagher's going to start ahead of Trent, which I think everyone knew after Southgate put him off at 50 odd minutes last game. We all knew that experiment, if you want to call it that, was over.
So
But I
Bryce
think-
and Gallagher together.
Yeah, I think bringing
Where have you
Gallagher
heard this?
talks about.
Must be true.
The Oracle.
But I think bringing Gallagher in
It's got as much knowledge as this podcast. I think.
probably isn't.
But he's got to make changes.
He's got to make changes, but I would rather him bring in a Wharton or a Manu than Gallagher.
That's
personally.
more defensive, isn't it?
No, I don't think it is.
Bringing in Manu for Trent.
But at the same time, someone like Wharton can probably do that holding role a bit better, and then it also gives Rice free rein then to kind of push forward,
Rice can,
which he does for Arsenal.
Very
Yeah.
Arsenal, yeah.
Because he plays that role on his own, and he pushes forward as well. So if you've got someone like Wharton in there, if he does want to kind of be a bit more on the conservative side, if you play Wharton in there with Rice, you can kind of tell Wharton, generally sit, and then Rice can push up the field more, and then it might give you more. I don't know, but again, with Kane, if Kane's going to drop deep, and if that's what you want him to do, that's fine. I've got one issue with that because he's not necessarily got the pace to run in behind.
But you need two wingers.
My issue is, especially now we're basically free no matter what, really. Let's say we get to the quarterfinal, semi-final, and we end up playing Germany, France, whoever. Would he have stuck with Trent anyway? Would he have?
Probably not.
So why is he doing it now? I know he's doing it for the lesser teams, but you don't want to
What's
bring
the
up.
point?
You don't want to bring up. Who would you play otherwise? Would you play Bellingham there? You just do that now. Play your best team that you want to play. I know all teams change on the final, but I just don't see what is the risk in playing Bellingham there, put Foden at 10, and bringing in Gordon, or even if you picked Bowen, I wouldn't mind that.
Or Palmer. Anyway.
Well, I wouldn't pick Palmer because I don't think he's an out-and-out winner. I think if
No, but if Kane's dropping, he might be the perfect one to fill that space and sort of
I
play
think-
as a half striker.
depending on came out today, Luke Shaw's actually training today. I still don't think he'll play this week tomorrow, but I think for as long as we have Trippier at left back, I think we need a winner out.
Yeah. I think it's looking like quite a poor decision. I don't mind the decision to take Luke Shaw because he's the best left back we've got, but I think it's looking quite a poor decision to not take another left back.
Yeah, I would.
Even if it's a Chilwell who's maybe not playing brilliantly, he's still a left-footed player who will overlap your wingers, and so then playing someone like Foden, you can not get away with, but you can do that because you've got that left-sided player that can overlap and create the space for Foden to do what he wants to do.
And it's such a big squad that do you really need? It's harsh to drop someone, but do you need Manu, Wharton, Trent? Who was the other defensive midfielder? You were about Gallagher.
Yeah.
Do you need all 4 of them?
Probably not.
Would you? I would probably drop one of them and go.
At this point now, Trent is not going to play again.
So what if, let's say
Tony isn't going to play.
Yeah.
And there's other players that can play.
Especially because they're the positions that we are short on. Like, if Trippier got injured in the first game, who plays left back second game?
Well, exactly.
Do you put Walker there and then Trent plays right back?
Yeah,
Or what's the other right backs in the squad?
Trent, Walker, Trippier.
So like, if we had an injury in left back or a suspension, let's say you got 2 yellow cards in the first game.
Then down to 2 right backs and one of them has to play left back.
And then
Because now it's very unlikely. I think I don't think we'll see Trent again. I can't see why we would.
Oh no, he will. He'll probably be the role that comes on if you're like drawing or need a bit.
Maybe, but
I don't think he's done badly. I just
he's not done badly. He's just not a midfielder. I wouldn't mind playing him at right back tomorrow, giving Walker a rest if you want or whatever, against smaller teams where he will create and he'll give you a lot more going forward than what Walker would. I wouldn't mind that at all. He's just not a midfielder, I don't think.
My only issue is he hasn't played midfield enough, really.
Yeah.
And so, like I say, would Southgate or anyone really, if we get to a quarter final and want to say you're playing Germany, you're playing France, does he start Trent at defensive mid? I don't think he does because I think in the first game, especially, he gave the ball away a couple of times and it wasn't punished. But if that was again for Germany or France,
it would be.
I think you get punished. I don't think he's done it overly wrong. I just think for England's at the best out of their players, Bellingham's got to play there and Foden plays in the 10.
And I agree with you, but you have to be stupid to be Gareth Southgate to go, I'm going to play Trent. I'm going to play Trent these first 3 games, and when we hit a big team, I'm going to drop someone like Gallagher in straight away with no real, not experience, but playing time in the tournament, and expect him to do
start
well.
Fresh. That's the thing.
I reckon this team's got to be the one he wants to play going forward, surely.
Maybe.
If the first 2 weren't, this has to be.
You don't have to make changes. And to be fair, I've always, over the last 3 tournaments, I've always stood up for Southgate, like when you moaned it and all. But then, did you see his comments about Phillips?
We can't replace Calvin Phillips.
I've not been able to replace. I was like,
get gone.
Even I was like, what the hell? What did he say? I haven't been able to replace Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, we've not got a natural replacement or something like that for him, and it's just.
I was just like, he can't even get in the. Is it West Ham? He can't even get in the West Ham side.
Like, that season was.
I know he had a few injuries, but like.
His first game he got a red card for West Ham, didn't he?
Yeah. To be fair to him, he was decent for England, like playing that role, but it's not that good.
No.
And there's plenty of options that we could play there. Yeah, and then like defensively, when we were pressing, Harry Kane came out and said we don't know how to press.
Love.
That's the thing, like
it's really not hard.
Every top club that does well at the moment does really high press. Man City, Arsenal, they press hard and they press high at the pitch.
But someone like Kane doesn't have the legs to press.
Well, I think he does.
I don't think.
You got to choose when you press them. Like you don't have.
It was like Switzerland yesterday. Their press
was
was
so good.
unreal.
They had probably their front 4 were all most of the time were always on the halfway line or further up, and that caused Germany problems. Yes, get the risk where if they get through the press, then you get exposed. But if you've got Walker there,
but what you should be doing is saying if you can get through our press, fair enough.
Yeah.
But we don't think you'll be able to.
And the point is, that's the thing. If you sit back, that's why it looks like we're sitting back. We're probably not purposely sitting back. If it's not time to press high, then naturally you are.
If you sit back against Germany and Tony Cruz gets on the ball,
you're just ping passes around.
He's screwed.
They're just pretty down.
Yeah. So you've got no chance. And I wouldn't obviously. What I've heard on the TalkSport is that they think Gallagher is going to be the only change and they'll stick with the same lineup, which I don't mind necessarily. If he really wants to try and get Bellingham in 10 and then get Foden in the team as well, but if by half time it's still the same, make some changes. Bring off Gallagher to put Foden in the 10, Bellingham in the 8, and then bring on a Gordon or a Bowen or someone like that on the left that actually gives you. And albeit it still might not be great because you've not got the left back looping around, it gives you another output.
I think
or you need to tell Kane, or or probably as well. No, he doesn't have to run behind because he doesn't have the legs or the pace or whatever. But sit on the centre half, hold the ball up, and then let players get past you.
I think the left wing issue is more of an issue than the defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
I think we've looked reasonably solid.
Well, like we just said, there's 5 defensive midfielders that could play in that position and either let Rice go or stay with Rice. So yeah, the left. That's where it's fallen down. Is there's no outlet.
Just play Foden is the best position. Right? Let's be honest. We've got English Player of the Year and the La Liga Player of the Year, Bellingham and Foden. They've both got to play. Put Foden in his position that he won that trophy in. Put him in the 10, and then if it means you've got to pick a Gordon or a Bowen, pick him. Like, what have you got to lose?
Can Bowen play on the left?
I think he could, but I'd pick Gordon. So I think I would like both my wingers to be, especially if you've got Kane and Foden.
I think when you're looking at the left wingers we've got, it doesn't.
I'm going to say Rashford, aren't
you? Yeah, someone you're missing someone like a Rashford or a Grealish. I know there are crap seasons, but I think if you wanted someone to actually make a difference, because I've not seen much of Gordon, and I think
Gordon's had a good season.
He's had a good season, but I don't know if he set the world alight. Whereas someone like Rashford didn't. The previous seasons he has done, and he's done very well for England as well, as has Grealish. And I think
so. Just someone to come on and just add electric pace and run at people and pass people.
I think that as much as it was Southgate's decision not to pick them, if they were in the squad, it would be a very different. Quicker go to like Foden in the 10, put Rashford on the left or Grealish on the left. Partially, probably going because they trust them and know what they can do. But I don't know. I was chatting with someone the other day. It might have been because obviously Ben White's plan said I don't want to be selected, and apparently Gareth Southgate has said that X amount of players have come and said I don't want to be considered. It's not said who, and you don't ask me about who because that doesn't come out in the media. Rashford could have been one of those that said it's unlikely. He could have gone. I don't want to be selected because he's off all social media. He's taking a bit of a break out of everything, and maybe he's using this summer to get his head. But I don't know. It's a possibility, which is maybe why he wasn't.
Why would Gareth Southgate say that? I don't get it.
I think, to be fair, I don't think with the season Rashford had.
No, he's not deserved.
He does not
deserve to. No,
he didn't deserve to be picked. I think he may have got his place if some other winners hadn't played such a season, like Bowen, Gordon. If they hadn't had. They're probably fringe players at best, and if they hadn't had such a good season, they probably wouldn't have been picked. So
yeah.
It's a bit of both. Rashford wasn't good enough, but there was also players ahead of him who were better.
Because Palmer's gone as a winger, genuinely.
Yeah.
I think he's had a good season, but I think that's looked better with the amount of penalties he's done. I think
he had a very good season, but the problem is, I think his natural position is in the 10. He can help off the left, maybe. But again, I think having, like we saw in the warm-up game, having Foden and that was his name?
Bellingham.
No.
Rice.
Who just
Ren.
ran? Palmer. And then Palmer and Foden. They're
just got to do the whole squad.
They're just too similar, and I think they'll get each other's way. I think you need a winner out of that winner.
Yeah.
So I think Bellingham, the problem is, if you are going to play Bellingham in that 8, he will come forward and he will occupy the 10 role as well.
Yeah.
In attack. And it should be too crowded in there. You need someone like Saka. What he does really well is he just hugs the touchline.
Yeah.
And he gets in behind and he'll take people on. I don't think Palmer or Foden will do that on the left wing.
But especially against these smaller teams, if you stretch the pitch, all of a sudden you've got all sorts of gaps. They don't know how to fill it. They don't know whether to go with you or not. Against the bigger teams, you'll probably struggle a bit more because they're all much more aware of when to go, when not to, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you stretch the pitch against Denmark, Slovenia, or Serbia, you'll score 2, 3, 4 goals quite quickly. But again, both games, all we did was score and kind of go, right, let's win this now from here. It's kind of just score, like clean slate, we go again.
Yeah. I don't know if that's. I know we were saying, and leading on from that the England games are boring, but that whole group, everyone in that group is boring.
Yeah.
Have you seen the results?
1-1.
All the way through. Like,
it's been more than $2 by their side.
No, not more than one.
Like, comparing that to Group F, where you've got like Turkey beating Georgia, and then Portugal back in Turkey.
Yeah.
Group B as well.
Everyone's won a game.
Everyone's beat everyone.
Yeah.
Right, let's finish off with England. Keane, you go first. What changes would you make to start a lineup?
If it was my decision, I would probably drop Bellingham to the 8, put Foden in the 10, Gordon on the left, and then probably maybe go with Wharton. No, sorry, what went wrong? Gordon on the left, yeah.
That's
So
it.
Gordon for Trent, basically.
Yeah, and then put Bellingham down.
Yeah. My only concern with, as much as you have to get Foden on the pitch, if you're playing Bellingham in the 8 and then he goes and occupies that 10 as well, that area in midfield is all too congested.
I don't think it will be.
He's not an idiot, is he? Like,
No.
I don't think it will be, because then you've got Gordon on the touchline and you've got Saka on the touchline.
Yeah. And then
Because they're both wide players. That's exactly the same. That's what I would do. That's what I said before the tournament.
Another thing, going back to the other game, when Kane was dropping deep, he gets the ball just outside or in our half, looks up, and there's no one ahead of him because he's supposed to be there. And we then had no outlet against Denmark. So again, their centre halves are laughing, and we're not playing anything. We kind of, it's hopeless balls to try and find someone, hopefully. And like I said, we got our goal out of sheer luck, I think.
Blake, what would you do?
I would bring Bellingham back into the 8, put Foden in the 10, but I'd put Palmer on the left.
Interesting.
I'd start Palmer.
So you've got Eze written down there as well. We haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, so as someone to come on.
He
I
came
thought
on-
he was
he came on
pretty
the last
shit.
game.
I thought it was a weird substitution for me.
He seemed to be really deep
Yeah.
all the time, like, and he just got stuck in.
Again, if you're going to bring someone on, why not bring on Gordon, who is an
Pace.
out-and-out left winger? Because if I'm right in saying, Eze's a winger, again, slash that kind of 10.
Yeah.
So why not bring out Gordon? Bring on Gordon, just go for it. Just go for it. And put Bow on the other side, because that's what he did at the same time, and just tell him to go for it. And Watkins down the middle as well.
Yeah.
And then you might have we could have then possibly scored 2, 3, 4 goals in that last half hour or whatever it was.
Yeah.
4 goals.
Well,
4 goals.
you don't know. If we actually go at people,
It was
we might.
all-
Right, let's go on to predictions for the rest of the match day and look ahead to who we think will qualify. So we already had Group A results. We know that Germany have gone through group winners. Switzerland are second place, and Hungary on 3 points.
Yeah,
they've got a chance.
Probably go for it. I think.
Depends. So we'll come on to that later. Group B, which is tonight.
Yeah.
We've got Albania, Spain. I think Spain have already won the group.
Spain have already won the group, yeah.
Spain, Albania, Spain, and then you've got Croatia versus Italy.
So Albania are going out because they've only got 1 point, and they won't get anything out of that Spain
Well,
game.
if they win, they get 4.
Yeah, but they won't, I can't see that they will. Spain dominated Italy,
Spain look good.
but then
Spain,
again, I think Italy made Spain look really good.
Italy
I think Spain were good, but Italy made them look better.
That Spain-Italy game, Spain have looked the most convincing out of all the teams.
Yeah.
For that
In
game.
fact, that Croatia-Italy game is almost a knockout game, because if Croatia win, that leaves Italy
They'll
on
probably
3.
go
That
through.
lets Italy on 3 points.
Yeah.
Italy need a draw at best to go through, really. But Italy
And Croatia need a win.
Croatia need a win, yeah. A
Yeah.
draw probably won't be enough. And Albania need a win as well. So I think,
I think it will stay exactly as
Yeah.
it is.
Croatia, yeah.
Spain to go
Yeah.
through first.
Italy
Albania,
second.
yeah, and Albania and Croatia.
Yeah, I don't think either of them teams will go through because they'll be on 1 point.
I could say Croatia looked poor against Spain, but again, Italy haven't looked convincing all tournament, and I think I can see that game going either way. Flip a coin for me.
Group C, well, actually,
England,
Tuesday's
Spain,
got 2 games, isn't there? There's 2 sets of groups. You've got Group D finishing at 5 o'clock. Netherlands versus Austria, and then France versus Poland in Group D first. Obviously, that's quite an interesting group as well. You've got Netherlands and France both 1-1, draw 1. Austria have 1-1. Poland rock bottom on 0 points. So that could be an interesting area.
Poland are already out. They were first team eliminated, weren't
Yeah. Well, how can they be out already? If they win, they win 3 points.
Yeah, I don't think we are.
They're not
they?
out.
No, they've said that they're eliminated, I think. I'm sure they
Because
said.
they lost to Austria.
Oh, it's because
because they're head-to-head.
head to head. They won't finish third. No
Yeah.
matter what. Yeah.
Ah.
I see. Good.
That was what the Polish beer was about. So I think they're going to beat France.
So Poland v France, Netherlands versus Austria.
Has Lewandowski played yet?
He was
No,
injured
did
in the
first
first
game,
game.
but I don't think he did in the second
Came
game.
off the bench. He was injured. Yeah. So Netherlands. What do we say? Netherlands, Austria.
Yeah, France, Poland.
So what was this? Netherlands, France was a draw,
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
it? So
Well,
then
they
it
got
goes.
that goal ruled out.
So it
What,
goes to 12
did you see
different.
that goal?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Definitely a goal.
Definitely a goal.
100%. And my issue is,
Keep it on dry and die.
but he's 100% offside.
Oh yeah. Well, he stood in the
He's
goal.
he's
yeah.
off. He wasn't even in the goal. He's offside, right? And I don't mind the linesman putting his flag up, but it's not up to the VAR, I don't think, to decide whether he's influencing play. the ref's got the best view, and if he's offside, the VAR should say, right, he's in an offside position. It's up to you. It's up to you to decide whether or not he's in an offside.
Yeah.
If he's
But I think that's what the ref did because I didn't watch.
He didn't go to the
But
monitor.
I heard.
So did he say yes?
No, but I heard them say that the ref went over to the linesman. They had a brief chat, and the linesman put his flag up. So I think the ref probably went over and went, "Was he offside?"
Because
he's impeded. Yes, he's impeded play, so he is offside. So then the linesman put his flag.
No. I think
what I'm saying is, yes, the linesman doesn't know. He's got
no. But the ref has made the decision on the field.
He's just wrong. The ref's wrong.
No, he's not. Yeah, I know he is. He said he's impeded play. Was he offside?
Yes, and then the linesman, yes, he's offside. He's gone right. He's offside. Then put the flag up, basically. Is what's happened. So yes, he's made the wrong decision. But what you're saying there, they followed everything right because the VAR can't get involved because it's.
I don't see why. What is the harm of the ref going to the monitor? That's the
there is no harm.
What I hate is whenever they go to the monitor, you already know the decision, so they always overturn it.
But do you know what I think?
Why don't they do it sometimes when they're 50-50 and say, right, I'm not sure. Why can't the ref just say?
I'm just going to say,
I want to look at it.
Put it in control of the ref. If they make it clear, if the ref goes, I'm confident. So obviously the ref makes a decision. Let's say for whatever reason, doesn't have to be something like that. I'm confident that's not a foul or whatever. VAR goes, mate, you've had a stinker there. Go and have a look. Yeah. Or the ref goes, I don't know. Bit like TMO. Can I go decision try? Yeah. However, I'm going to double check it, and then I need conclusive evidence to overturn it. Like, do you know what I mean? I really would give a try.
Because 9 out of 10 times, the VAR tells the ref to go to I reckon so. It's a Keane stat. It's probably more than 9 out of 10. It's probably like 9 out of 100. They go to the monitor and they overturn the decision.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that. It should be.
Well, that's been set as a precedent from the start, where it's like you're wrong. Go
on the subject of VAR. How did that not get involved for the Scotland player?
It was stone.
No, it wasn't. So initially, I thought the way I saw it is that I thought they were both holding on to each other, and then he's felt contact and gone down.
Yeah.
I was like, probably not. I understand why VAR's not getting involved then. At the end of the game, when they're pointing out the knee and the calf.
He's got in front of it.
But the knee and the calf as well. Literally takes his leg out.
Yeah.
Apparently, all day long.
I thought it was hilarious though.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I would put something to do alright.
To be honest, I would have quite liked it if they'd gone through in thirds. I think we would have probably played them. And
a good game.
It would have been more satisfying us booting them out.
Scotland were poo though.
They were.
Second day
dreadful.
Yeah,
Germany last night they were horrendous.
They were so slow on the ball. Like they took so long to get it out of their half and actually start anything.
You wouldn't have, if you didn't know what was going on, you wouldn't have known that Scotland had to win that game
until the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
about both teams last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're saying: Netherlands, France, Austria, Poland. Who's going through? Who's winning the respect? So it's Netherlands, Austria, isn't it? So I reckon Netherlands should win that recently.
Yeah.
They need a point to go through.
So
they played well.
I think France will top the group because I think they'll beat Poland by a bigger margin.
So if they draw, it goes
to Austria.
I'm guessing it goes to Austria.
Yeah, because they're
level at the moment. So yeah.
I think that France will top the group because they'll beat Poland by a bigger margin than what Netherlands will beat Austria. Yeah. I think only one goal in that Netherlands-Austria game difference, and France will probably win by 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Interesting. So back to Group C, to the England group. That's 8 o'clock tomorrow. So you've got England, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia.
Denmark, Serbia is going to be hopefully going to be the most interesting game then because they both need a win.
Yeah.
Serbia are sitting on 1
2
point. Denmark sitting on 2.
It'll be a really interesting 1-1, I reckon.
Probably.
So it's Denmark, Serbia, isn't it?
Yeah. So Denmark could get a draw and possibly go through.
England are second no matter what.
No.
Is it Denmark, Serbia? If we lose, we come third.
If Slovenia,
If we lose Slovenia,
yeah.
Which, really shouldn't happen. When I watched the Slovenia-Serbia game, both teams looked horrendous. They looked dreadful.
Yeah. A point can guarantee top spot as long as our goal difference doesn't get. As long as Denmark don't win by too much. But yeah.
I think
so where do you think? I reckon Serbia.
Serbia have got to win, and Denmark could rely on just a draw. But then again, it's kind of not in their hands. It's not in their hands at all. But if you get 4 points, you're almost definitely going through third place.
I think that's really the depth. Serbia looked okay, to be fair. I think Denmark will probably just have enough. I think England will comfortably beat Slovenia.
I would like to see, it's been spoken about loads of times, that Qatar, we had a crap group stage and then kind of built into it. I'm hoping that something like that happens again, where
3-0.
we have a crap group stage and then all of a sudden this game is good, and then because we could get on quite a good run. Because I think if we win the group,
it's quite easy. It should be.
it's probably going to be someone like a Switzerland or something, possibly. And then after that, I think we get Italy, which again, if they get that far, we should be winning, considering where Italy are at the moment. And then all of a sudden we're in the semi-finals.
But how much confidence do you have against, say, if England play Switzerland in the next round?
I don't think it matters. I think it's ideally you'd like to play a big team early on, but only if you beat them.
So,
like Pat's 22.
No, but how much confidence do you have that they'll beat us?
Oh, sorry, I meant obviously game.
If England win their group, they play their third place out of D, E, and F, which is what? Going to be probably Austria. It could be anyone in that group.
Oh yeah, they've all.
And then Turkey. No, not Turkey.
Just
I don't know,
currently,
really.
Spain, Germany, Portugal, all on the same side of the draw, aren't they? At the moment.
Yeah. We
So if
vote
we
on
win-
France outside the draw,
yeah.
I think.
If we win
England
Group, what are we? Group C.
Yeah, England
What,
can't
France?
get onto that side.
Group. Well, they kind of come second in the group.
If we win our last 16 game, we play
Switzerland versus
Switzerland or whoever comes second in Group B. So
who's
probably
in
Italy.
who's in Group? Who is Group B? Is that the Belgium?
No, Spain,
Spain,
Italy, Croatia, and
Croatia.
Albania. So it'd be probably be
yeah.
Italy against Switzerland for the
No,
quarterfinal.
who's Group E and Group F? So Group E and Group
Group
D.
E is Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine.
Okay, who's
And
Group
then Group
D?
D is Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France.
So we could play France in the semis.
Yeah.
potentially.
But again, once you get to the semi-finals, you've got to play one of the big boys. You
Right.
can't really.
All bets are off. Nice. Okay. What groups have we got left? So who's playing?
So,
Wednesday?
Group E, Wednesday, you've got Slovakia, Romania, and then Ukraine, Belgium,
So
and
that's the well, I do have
Georgia,
first.
Portugal, Czech Republic, and Turkey.
So that's the interesting group. So, well, Belgium are playing Ukraine.
So they should win that.
Everyone's on 3 points. That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
They should win that, Belgium.
So Romania
Then-
and Slovakia. is
Then
it?
you would have expected
I
Belgium to
think
beat
Slovakia
Slovakia.
will
So
go
who
through.
knows?
If Slovakia go through.
I think that group will have 3 people going through. Surely.
You
think
yes,
so, anyway.
probably.
There's not many teams that can actually finish on 4 points, are there? So there's none in Group A. Group C, they could finish on 4. Group D, very unlikely anyone's going to finish on 4, considering the ones on 4 at the minute are Netherlands and France.
Yeah.
So 3 points will probably get you through with a okay goal difference.
So Slovakia, a point will pretty much guarantee. By then, they should know anyway, because after the England group finishes and the Group B finishes, you should know roughly what you need to get, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you know 3 of the groups already.
Yeah.
So I think Belgium get through, and I think Slovakia get through automatically, and then Romania or Ukraine might get through.
Because yeah, come end of play today,
Yeah.
it could be that the 2 teams in Group B are basically out because they're on 2 points, and so the chances of them going through are very slim.
Right, Group F. So Portugal are already through as group winners, aren't they?
Yeah, 6
And then we've
points.
got-
Yeah, it must be.
So Portugal are playing Georgia, and Czech Republic are playing Turkey.
Who is second in that group at the moment with how many
Turkey
points?
on 3 points. Turkey should. Well, the winner of the Turkey Czech Republic game will go through. Because
Yeah.
they're on 3 points and they're on 1 point. So if they Czech Republic win, they'll-
Turkey just need a draw in that. And then,
yeah, they might even go through no matter what.
Georgia to beat Czech Republic, didn't they, the other day?
Yeah.
Did you see that last kick of the game? Skies it from about 6 yards out somehow.
I think Portugal look decent. I think Portugal will come to beat Georgia again. They might rest Ronaldo or a couple of others, but yeah, they won the group already. And I think
You'd think there would be quite a few of them. How is he still? How is
He's about
that?
65.
How
I
is he
forget that
still?
Ronaldo's 39, so
I know.
that's pretty
Yeah.
bad, to be fair. But yeah, who do you think goes throughout Turkey and Czech Republic?
Turkey.
Probably
One year I
Turkey.
don't go Turkey, my darling. Yeah, so then.
Who did you go
See
with?
how everyone goes.
Scotland. So yeah, that concludes
On the have you seen on the subject of our predictions? Have you seen the current top scorers table? Own goals is top is 6. Lukaku without VAR is second at 3, and then everyone else is on like 2 goals.
I think Musiala's got 2, and is it one of the Slovakian strikers has got 2?
Possibly,
Or something? But yeah.
So it's not looking great with regard to someone running away with the golden boot.
No.
But
Right. I think that's pretty much it in terms of the football.
Yeah.
Have you got a stat from us, Keane?
So I have. Again, people might have heard this before, but we'll go with it anyway.
England drew their second game.
Correct. In order to score for Scotland at Euros, your surname has to start with a muck.
Like everyone that scored.
Everyone that scored. So 1992, Paul McStay, Brian McClare, Gary McAllister, the only 3 scorers. 1996, Annie McCoist. 2020, Callum McGregor. 2024, Scott McTominay, with the exclusion of Antonio Rudiger's goal. So if you're Scottish and your name doesn't start with muck, you ain't got no chance of scoring.
Does that work with Serbia and Itch at the end?
Probably. Or Iceland and Sun at the end.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant stat, Keane. I'm glad I waited 2 weeks for that.
And it's not even right because Rudiger's on
Rudiger's on there, but we'll just have a little asterisk unless you're a German.
I reckon we'll probably do an episode previewing the round of 16 if we get around to it.
Yeah, the next one.
There's a few rest
before the
days.
final.
So when's the last day? It's Wednesday, isn't it?
The rest days are 27th, 28th of June, I think.
So we've got Thursday, Friday off. So we maybe try and do on Thursday or Friday.
England are playing on Sunday, probably if they win the group. Saturday if they don't.
Yeah.
Saturday if they come second, they've not looked at.
Indeed.
If
If they come third, it'll be Monday night.
Not even
accepted,
accepted.
that Nice. We're at the old beer. It's actually pretty nice. Gone down
It's
pretty
alright.
easy.
It's alright.
I'm going to do the bonus points. I've never heard of it before, which is always a bonus.
Yeah.
Cold.
Is it cold?
It was cold.
I think I'd probably go with a 7.
7, okay.
Yeah, a solid 7. I think.
It's a bit better than that.
I think it's not. It's not to my taste massively, but I'd give it a solid 7.
13-21 this brewery's been going since.
Well, I still can't get it right. No, I'm going to give it a. Hang on, what does it say in USA? Well, that's the. It's just a. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
I'll take that. And with my 10, it bumps up to a 9. So we're alright then.
Yeah. Right then. We'll see you all next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ta-ra.